Hello there, friends. It's Trish from Dish Kitty Studio, and I just want to do a quick video tonight. I had a request for, it was on the video I did in the flip through for this book. Someone asked about this envelope I have in the back. Let me make sure I'm in frame here. So basically they were just wanting to know kind of how I got it in there, and so I'm just going to show you real quick. It's real easy. I don't think this will take more than a couple of minutes here. Okay, so I'm going to actually, this is the next journal book that I'm going to use, so I'm going to go ahead and put the envelope in the back of this one. That's what I usually do with my new books. So what I've done, what you'll need for this is obviously a book. Can be any kind of book, spiral bound, you know, hardbound, whatever you have. You need an envelope. I have a few here that I'm going to try to decide between for this. You need some kind of glue. It can be glue stick, you know, double-sided tape. This is just like a liquid glue stick that has a sponge tip that I'm going to use, but you can use whatever you have. And I would suggest some kind of duct tape. I would not suggest washi tape for this project because depending on how much stuff you're going to stuff in the envelope, you want something that's really sticky and nice and secure. So I would suggest duct tape. Any kind of print, you can use the regular silver, any pattern tape that you want, as long as it's a heavy duty, really nice sticky tape. So basically I've opened this book to the last sheet in the book, and I have a few envelopes here I'm trying to decide between. This one I like, but I think it's kind of small. And I'm not crazy about that color because the rest of it just doesn't really fit with the covers of this book. This one is a really good size, but I'm also concerned you guys won't really be able to see what I'm doing because it's stark white, but I think this is the one I'm leaning towards, so maybe we'll figure something out here. And I kind of like this one too. I don't know if you can see this one either. This one is a more, it's kind of a cream color, and it's got like a little bit of mulberry looking stuff in there. I think I'm going to do this white one, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause for a second, and I'm just going to put some highlighter or something around the edges so you guys can see what I'm doing really well. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. All I did was I just took some purple and orange highlighter and just put some little designs around the edge here so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing a little better. Okay, the first thing you want to do is just make sure your envelope is flap side up so that you can get into it, and then just sort of figure out where you want it to be. I am going to put mine all the way, almost all the way to the edge of the paper, the open edge. Okay, so once you decide sort of where you want it, just go ahead and take whatever kind of glue you're going to use. And you don't have to really worry about covering the entire surface here. You're just trying to get enough so it'll stay in place while you're working, because we're going to use tape to actually really secure it down. Okay, so you want to cover the back, you know, pretty decently, and then flip it back over, and then just sort of sit it down in the spot where you want it. Like I said, I want it almost to the edge. Okay, so I have the envelope glued down, and I have the flap over here so you can still open it and get into it. Next, I am going to, now because this is going to take a lot of stress, I'm going to be getting in and out of it all the time, putting my bits and pieces in here, I want to make sure it's very, very secure. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use duct tape. So I happen to have these, I think I might, oh, I don't know, I think I'm going to use both. I just got these the other day. I think they were just like a couple bucks a piece. I thought they were so pretty. So basically, the first thing you want to do is you want to tape down this edge that's near the binding. And what I like to do is leave my tape a little bit long and then I fold it over the other side of the page. That makes it really nice and secure, and it also gives the back of the page a little bit more, just a little bit more strength as well. So there's that. Okay, check that off. And then I'm going to make sure this is nice and burnished down. And then you want to flip it to the other side, fold these pieces over. Okay. Now I'm going to try this tape. So now I'm just going to run basically same thing, tape on both sides, but I'm going to make sure the tape overlaps again so that this is nice and secure, because like I said, it's going to take a lot, it's going to take a pretty big beating. Oh, look, a cat fur stuck to my tape. What do you know? Okay. So now with this one, you want to be careful not to go, like not to close up this corner here so that you can't get into the envelope. And you want to make sure again that your tape's going to hang over the edge so that you can fold it over to the other side. And I'm not going to cut this all the way back because we already have tape over there. So now I just want to burnish this down. Oh, look at all that cat fur, I swear. Okay, and then I'm going to flip it. Here, let me move this in frame here. So now I flipped it to the other side. I'm just going to fold this tape over. Make sure it's down nice and tight, nice and secure. And then I'm going to do the same thing to this third edge here. I think I'm going to go ahead and trim this tape too. I just bought, oh look at that. You see that? There was like a whole cat attached to it. Ugh, I swear. Okay. So same thing again, you want to make sure you're careful not to put the tape over the flap so you can still get into the envelope, and you want to make sure it is hanging over the edge of the page. Oh crap. Okay. You guys can see I'm like really prepared for all of this, right? I'm really good. I'm not having any problems. Okay. Oh, this is a mess. Okay. So, once your tape is nice and flat, you want to burnish it down. Once again, flip to the other side, and then go ahead and fold that over and make sure it's secure. Okay, that is it, guys. So once you've done that, flip it back over, and you have this pocket right in the back of your book. You can go ahead and close this, and then your book will, you can use any size envelope. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to fit your page exactly. If your envelope is smaller, I would just duct tape all the way around it, not worry about, you know, rolling it over the edge of the page. Just go ahead, because I think it's still going to be pretty secure. So that's it. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much, and have a great day.